Morning, Steve Freed in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Got a mixed trade overnight. Nearby beans up about 6 cents. November new crops down a couple. Corn's unchanged. Wheat's down anywhere from 2 to 3 cents. Market's kind of in flux right now, trying to figure out, number one, what's the weather going to be like for the rest of the growing season? Number two, what's the government going to say tomorrow in their August crop report? And number three is outside markets influence issues. Number one, weather-wise, we had some rains in the western Midwest, across the southern U.S. and into the southeast over the weekend. There was some pockets across the northern Midwest that missed the rains. It's raining now in Chicago. That used to be worth 20 cents on the downside at the Board of Trade, but I guess not anymore. It's supposed to be dry this week. Actually, temperatures start warming up. And then the weekend and early next week, a good rain event is supposed to move across the Midwest. It's interesting that both models are different. One calls for a drier pattern in the next 2 weeks. The other one calls for a very wet pattern in the next 2 weeks. So flip a coin and choose one. I think that as people go out into their cornfields, they're finding a lot of ears, and now it's just a question of how those fill out and what does the government say tomorrow as far as the corn yield is concerned, how low is low in the D's corn, and then how does the crop finish off. Demand for corn seems to be impressive, but with yield above trend, we still are going to add to the carryout, which should still be bearish D's corn at these price levels. In the beans, we had a few farmers complaining about the cool and mostly dry weather that we've seen in the last couple of weeks is reducing pod count and pod fill. So this rain is timely, and if we get some warmer temperatures in August and normal September, it should help the crop. But right now, farmers are complaining a little bit about the pod count. So we'll see what the government says tomorrow with their yield, and the fact that we don't have any deliveries on the August beans and cash basis levels of firms is helping the August contract. And so both for beans and corn, we're getting a little bit of short covering going into tomorrow's report. Wheat continues to sink lower, just too much wheat in the world, and looks like we dodged another bullet in the Ukraine. Russia did not attack Ukraine over the weekend, and so I think you're seeing some of the outside markets like the stock market, the dollar, and crude all up a little bit today because of that. So in general, we'll just kind of wait for tomorrow's report. We'll wait for the weather, and we'll just see how low is low in some of these prices. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services, and have a safe and profitable trading day.